Hi, I promised you guys I would finish Once Upon a Time the End, Asleep in 60 Seconds. So I think we read about Little Red Riding Hood. Let me see. Chicken Little we heard about. We heard about the two little pigs, small girl Red Hood. I'm not sure if we did Goldilocks, so I'll start from Goldilocks. Goldilocks and the bears. There were some bears. It doesn't really matter how many. There was a bunch. Let's get to the point. While they were out, a blonde girl ate a bear's porridge, broke a bear's chair, and fell asleep in the bear's bed. When the bears came back, they found her asleep. She woke up, screamed, and ran home so she could sleep in her own bed, just like you. The end. Let's see if the fowl is able to speak through another fairy tale. How about that, Princess P? Every young girl wanted to marry the prince. To find a princess, the prince's mother put a pea under the mattress to see how each would sleep. They all slept soundly except one. She was so sensitive. She had not slept well, and so she married the prince. Is there a pea under your bed? Then what's your excuse? Go to bed. The little red hen. None of the animals in the barnyard would help the little red hen plant or harvest or cook her vegetables. No thanks, they said. I don't want to work. But when little red hen soup was ready, they said, Hey, I'll help you eat. No thanks, said the hen. The end. Why are you still awake? Remember, Daddy's trying to put that little girl to sleep, and she's asking for one more story. So he's going through all these fairy tales quickly. But in the peaceful little house atop the hill on the other side of the woods, oh, you know where it is, that fellow with the kid who wouldn't go to sleep wasn't making much progress. And there's the dad still reading to the little girl. All these pigs and bears and wolves and chickens and hens made such a racket that the child could not get to sleep. And to make matters worse, someone got peas in the bed. So the fellow picked up the pace, chopped stories in half. No barnyard animals would get on his path. So let's see what else he does to the other stories. David and Goliath. Goliath was a giant soldier with a sword. David was a shepherd boy with a slingshot. The two had a fight one night over who would be king. David took careful aim with a stone and knocked Goliath smack in the head. The giant fell into a great heap. He looked like he was asleep. The end. Oh, the next one's Sleeping Beauty. A wicked fairy put a spell on a princess. When she pricked her fingers on a sewing machine, her entire family fell asleep for 100 years. Eventually, a prince came along, and finding the beautiful girl, gave her a kiss. She woke up happy and refreshed, and so did her parents. Her advice to you, go to sleep. The end. Let's see if it worked. Let's see if the little girl went to sleep. No! Jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Jack, close your eyes, Jack not a peep. Jack, are you asleep? Absolutely not. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating and blueberry pie. He put in his thumb, pulled out a plum, and wait, Jack, I thought you were already asleep. Still not. Jack and Joe went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack, what are you doing out of bed in the middle of the night? Boy, the dad's really speeding through all the nursery rhymes. Oh, here's Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock, Hickory Dickory Dock. A mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 8. Oh my, it's late. So the mouse went straight to bed. John Jacob. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, John, John, get in bed and be quiet. The old lady's shoe. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, she didn't know what to do. Stories were read until her face turned blue. When kids wouldn't go to bed, she sold them to the zoo. We know that's not what happened. Hey diddle diddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. If you don't fall asleep, I'll run screaming from the room. That's pretty funny. Riddle 1. Why do chickens cross the road? To go to sleep. Riddle 2. Knock knock, who's there? Bed. Bed who? Better go to sleep. And they all lived the end. Look. Finally, the little girl's asleep. And so's the dad. Okay, hope you enjoyed the book. See you tomorrow.